Some people think that bohemianism, that's part of bohemianism, is spilling this precious stuff, began in Paris in the 1830s, but it goes back much further, probably at least to Sodom and Gomorrah. I'm going to do a song that sort of is a history of the modern bohemia. And the first tale of it, which is quite good, I think, wasn't written by me. It was written in the 1920s. Some say by Clement Wood. Some say Clement Wood and Bobby Edwards. Some say them and lots of others. And it appeared in the Quill, which some say was a better paper than the Village Voice. It was generally performed with the ukulele, which I don't have with me. So I'm going to use the mouth-a-lele. Oh yeah, there's one word here some of you may not know. Wannamakers. That's part of Wannamakers is now the traffic bureau, I think, where you pay your summons. And there was a little more quaint and really nicer Wannamakers across the street, which burnt down in the late 50s, I think, or early. You all remember that. Okay. Plinka, planka, plinka, planka, plinka, planka, plinka. A plinka, planka, plinka, planka, plinka, planka, plum. Way down south in Greenwich Village, there's a field for culture tillage. There they have artistic ravings, tea and other awful cravings. There the inspiration stops and they start silly little shops. You'll find them everywhere around Washington Square. Plinka, planka, plinka, planka. Down in dear old Greenwich Village, there they wear no fancy frillage, 'cause the ladies of the square all wear smocks and bob their hair. There they do not think it shocking to wear stencils for a stocking that saves the laundry bills round Washington Square. Way down south in Greenwich Village, there the spinsters come for thrillage. There they talk of sex relations with assorted, Slavic nations, 'neath the guise of feminism, dodging social ostracism. They get away with march in Washington Square, plunk, plink, plank, plinka, plonka, plonka. Away down south in Greenwich Village, there they all consume distillage. They're the fashion illustrators, flirt with interior decorators. They're the cheap bohemian fakers, and the boys from Wanamaker's gather at the circle in Washington Square. Plunk, 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 plinka, plonka, plonka. Away down south in Greenwich Village, where the brains amount to nillage, where the girls are unconventional and the men are unintentional. There the girls are self-supporting, there the ladies do the courting. The ladies by the east in Washington Square. Plink, plonk, plonk, plinka, plonka, plonka. Way down south in Greenwich Village comes a bunch of uptown swellage. Folks from Lenox subway stations come with lurid expectations. There the village informalities are construed as abnormalities by the boobs who visit Sheridan Square. Plink, plonk, plonk, clank. It has a rather abrupt ending. I suspect this is a corrupt text. About 5 years ago, I wrote a supplement to this, and this has some words that need explaining here. Essen, you won't know, that's German for eat. Julius's bar, I think it's still there, it's a gay bar in the Waverly place. Remo, Rienzi's, and Louis, 3 terrible places from the past. Durruti was a Spanish loyalist, anarchist general who came to a bad end. He got killed. That happens to generals, I guess. Maybe they weren't called generals. He was a comrade soldier. He got shot anyway. Van Gogh Apartments, that's somewhere on 7th Avenue. That was one of the first of the high-rise, post-war high-rise. It was called the Van Gogh Apartments. It was really an apparition to see it there. Abington Square, you all know where that is. Okay. No, we'll carry on. The 20s have ended. Then there came the great, this is, should be accompanied by saxophone. But I don't have my saxophone here, so I'm going to play the mouthphone. Then there came the Great Depression, lots more talk and lots less Essen. Reading flowed like Porsche around Washington Square. That's coming. Next, the patriotic war flecked a bit of patriot gore, and the soldier boys grew nervous in Julius's bar. They dished the service, and it was not so gay round Sheridan Square. Well, then the feckless funded 50s nature seemed to favor thrifties. Everyone stayed home each evening. They even had some blacks believing, but unreconstructed basal beatniks still went round with black beret chicks. They wouldn't buy the dollar dharma TV sold as America's comma. Boo-doo-doo-ra-doo-wah, boo-doo-doo-bah. And nubile nymphos in a frenzy cruised the Remo and Rienzi. Macho men displayed at Louis. The hipper women called them screwies. Still they bongoed quite a bit on Washington Square. In cold water flats and on the east side, they preferred the seamy free side. They jizzed poems and smoked their dope. High on Durruti and down on the Pope. Then there came the sexy 60s. Hippies sang, let's see what freebies, but squares from Fifth Ave to Dakota sent the young men to their slaughter. In flaming far-off fields of Vietnam, generals did what generals all can to kill off those freeborn spirits round Tompkins Square. Next, we had the spaced-out 70 speed of rerun of the fatuous 50s on Horatio Van Gogh Apartments, causing punks to rent their garments. Still way up north in Goddard Corners, communards did not stay mourners with their palace and their ho-hos. They settled in as rural bohos. Oh, you can swing quite far from Abington Square. Without a vote. In the maelstrom of no meaning, young ones look to future gleaning, while the uptown shops in Soho made a lot of upscale sourdough. They sell a lot of dopes on West Broadway. And where it ends, well, how do I know? La Vida Bohem's the way that I go. I don't care who slams the boho. All I know is, what do I know? And still I'll take the junk less travel. While I still have breath, hey, yes, I'll marvel at the strange and dazzling rabble, rainbow freaks, ecstatic babble. And you'll still find them all round Washington Square and Tompkins Square and your village square, any old square, boo-doo-doo-ba-boo.